Can I at least touch it?
No, you cannot.
Oh, just a little.
Would I let you touch my bum?
I mean, it's not. I'm not one to say in case your husband's editing
You
this.
cannot.
It's Tom and Ross from Cultaholic.com, and here is your morning news. Which WWE superstar is rumoured to have been pulled from Raw tonight? Jon Moxley has vacated the IWGP United States Championship, and a WWE star is getting a lot of praise from Vince McMahon. Find out who soon. Round 2 of the drafts tonight, Ross. Did you enjoy the... I'm not going to steal it, I promise.
No, I'm just keeping hold of my Tommaso Ciampa me embody in sort of violence and, you know, the way I treat my Gertrude.
Putting the champ up your Gertrude. That's the way to look at it. So, round 2 of the draft. Did you enjoy round 1 of the draft?
I'm going to be honest with you, Tom. Me doing these WTF moments on a Monday, I haven't seen it, but I saw a lot of Twitter fallout at how certain things didn't make sense. Which was to be expected, really, because that's WWE.
That's exactly what they do. They're
What
good
did you
like
think
that.
of it?
Oh God, we watched it live here, and it was just very until the end when Bailey got a haircut and killed some balloon people.
I saw that.
It's quite exciting.
Badass. And the kids cried.
I know.
Oh, fantastic.
She's making kids cry, bro.
Nothing better than children crying.
Monday Night Raw continues the draft tonight. We were expected to get Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks, the new SmackDown star Sasha Banks, to determine who gets the first pick, but that doesn't look like it's happening, Ross.
Why, Tom? Why?
Because, according to the cable TV listings, that match, which was announced prior, has now been changed to Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair. This sort of furthers the speculation that Sasha Banks is a little more injured than we thought she was.
Because at Hell in a Cell, she apparently injured her back. Was that the right report?
Yeah, tailbone, that sort of whole area.
The angle from the Do Not Try This at Home video.
I broke my tailbone.
It took a dip.
But then it's one of those injuries which could either take a couple of weeks to heal, or it could send you to the side for the better part of half a year.
No, I'm just going to play devil's advocate here with you, Tom.
Yeah,
Could this TV listing, be the placeholder stuff they were given months ago?
See, this is the speculation, because quite often they get this sort of thing wrong on TV selection. It's very much like when they do local listings for matches that are happening. It could very well be very wrong, so we don't know. But I think that, combined with the fact that Sasha Banks is reportedly injured, it just adds a bit of fuel to that fire.
It just adds up, doesn't it? You put 2 and 2 together here and you get 4.
I'd be gutted if we did put the numbers together and Sasha was away for a bit, because she's been great since she came back.
She has been good since she came back. She's proved that she is bloody good at the wrestling.
She's very, very good
and
at the
much better
wrestling.
as a heel. Her natural calling's a heel. She's a bad woman.
Really is, isn't it?
You know what I mean, in the kayfabe sense.
Obviously. So this broke just a few hours ago. Jon Moxley has vacated the IWGP United States Championship. Actually, it's been taken off him by New Japan. He's been stripped of the championship.
Because of a bloody typhoon, and not the one that relates to wrestling. An actual human natural disaster.
Nothing to do with Fred Ottman in any way, shape or form. New Japan put out the tweet earlier on today. As a result of travel issues, Jon Moxley and Zack Sabre Jr. won't be at the New Japan show today, and consequently, Jon Moxley has been stripped of his IWGP US Championship.
Now, first and foremost, New Japan treat their championships, like they should be, with the utmost sort of, oh, you're special, you. So if someone can't make a match, normally they go, whack, let's have a vacant championship, let's put a champion on that championship, let's just not have the championship appear for many months at a time. They just do that. But I logged on Twitter this morning and I saw conspiracy everywhere because of this supposed breakdown in the relationship between them and AEW.
That's absolutely. Well, I'm going to put it out there. That's not the case at all. And you're right in what you say. That they are very precious about having champions with championships. It happened to. It was Toby Makabe. Toby Makabe. I apologise, not your New Japan boy. But Togi Makabe had his never openweight championship stripped from him when he couldn't make a title defence because he had the flu.
Now that's just unfair.
But that's how they're precious about the belt. If you don't make a defence, you're not the champion. Where were you?
I had a bloody SEO conference. I couldn't get out with that. We have real jobs here at Cultaholic. We're not just clowns 24/7.
Wow.
We're people with office jobs and stuff like that. But anyway, it's not a conspiracy. Stop your tweeting.
The new US champion will be determined today as Juice Robinson, who was meant to be the opponent of Jon Moxley, now defends against Lance Archer.
Didn't realise how good Lance Archer is until this recent sort of singles run he's been having with his big red hair and his big torso.
Incredible performance in the G1.
He's like Drew Galloway, isn't he? McIntyre.
Do you know, I'm amazed that he hasn't been snapped up by WWE.
You would think he would, big sweaty man.
And Vince McMahon is, as we've discovered in previous times, impartial to big sweaty men.
Kane, Velasquez, not Big Red Machine, but also Big Red Machine.
They're both quite sweaty. Twitter wars out of House Hardy. With a lot of Twitter bombs being dropped, Ross. It started off with Matt, who went onto Twitter after Jeff Hardy's arrest following a DWI. He said, "I love my brother. I want him to be happy and healthy. I can only control my actions." Beth Hardy, the wife of Jeff Hardy, then responded saying, "I've kept my mouth shut for too long. Don't take any info seriously from family." Ooh. Bunny rabbit ears. When it comes to me and Jeff, family should have contacted us first before they made a statement to Twitter. Looks like they're more worried about their online presence than Jeff. Enter Rebel.
So are we inferring from this, being the hacks that we are, being involved in the YouTube game, that Matt Hardy hasn't been in contact whatsoever with Jeff and Beth?
Be a bit naughty, wouldn't it, if that was the case? Well, Rebby seems to think that Beth is talking a lot of nonsense. She has piped up and said, no matter how much you dislike him, Matt is still his brother. Here long before your double crooked letter, and his family, not family, period. Maybe it's time to put the wine emojis away, drop the Twitter stunting before you come at a man for addressing his own blood/business partner. In short, as always, mind your bleeping business. It's longer than that. I've just given you sort of the Cliff Notes version of...
It's like a Poundland Colleen Rooney versus Rebecca Vardy, isn't it? Do you reckon they've seen that all boot off over the weekend and last Thursday when it all started? But let's have a go. Why not? In for a penny, in for a pound.
It's ... Beth Hardy. Very possibly. It's not nice when people fall out over Twitter. You sit there with bags of popcorn in a gift form and enjoy it, but it's still nasty because the fundamental thing here is that Jeff Hardy is in a tough way at the moment, and we send our love to Jeff Hardy. And I genuinely don't think any of this nonsense on Twitter is really helping matters.
It's just making it worse, isn't it? Bringing more of a spotlight on it, more of a commotion, more of a mess.
We don't need any more.
Just get on the straight and narrow. I know it's easier to say than actually do, but
We love you, Jeff.
Yeah.
And finalement,
that's French.
It is indeed.
Je suis le champion.
Bon qui.
Yeah.
According to my grand-mère Le Flambe.
Ouvrez le livre.
Voulez-vous coucher avec ma grand-mère Le Flambe?
Ce soir, the nation of France is having kittens right now.
Moulin Rouge. According to WrestlingNews.co, this is Vince McMahon is not only partial to, as previously mentioned, big sweaty men, he's also partial to Lacey Evans, Ross.
He was not a big sweaty man.
She is certainly not, but he's been very high on the work of Lacey Evans. But also, in getting a lot of love for Lacey Evans, Natalia's been getting a lot of credit as well from sources at WWE.
As much as, I've moaned about this feud that's gone on for 9 long matches now, I think it is. This feud that was over the custody of the sharpshooter for no real good reason. A match that nobody wanted to see more than sort of twice, maybe 3 times at a push. It's clear it's been put on because Natty is arguably, when it comes from bell to bell, inside the squared circle, she's perhaps the best they have. Is that a controversial thing to say? The fundamentals I'm speaking about here, Tom. She's one of, if not the best. That's why she got training Ronda Rousey and stuff like that last year, and now she's rubbing that same old knowledge off on Lacey. And it's working. And we've had a go at Lacey Evans, all of us have.
Yeah.
But it's not her fault she was put in the position she wasn't ready for before she was ready for it. What she meant to say? No, Vince, give us a minute, will you?
See, that's it. Do you want all this money to go on telly?
Yeah.
Give it a miss, I think, if that's all right, Vinny Roo. Vinny Roo. I meant Vinny Mac. Vinny Roo. Oh, Vince Russo. Vince Russo at WWE confirmed. So Lacey Evans getting a lot of love. I think the thing is, Vince McMahon, and Lacey Evans is very much a Vince McMahon type of performer. He's got the look that he likes, I think, in a lot of female performers. So I'm not surprised. And she has been grafting. And you know what? I've never been, I know we've all had, we all have a go, but I've always quite liked Lacey Evans' character.
The character is fantastic.
Yeah.
You know, when she comes out and a fan goes to kiss her hand, she's like, "No way, Jose," and then no way, Jose does. So I don't know. What to say.
And then he comes out as well.
But then the sort of cadence in her promos and stuff, it's different to anybody out there. And she's like, "Oh, honey, sweetie, ba ba ba." It just flows nicely. But you know, then she steps in the ring at the Royal Rumble and fluffs a kip up with Natalya, and then we think, oh, she's not very good. But you know what I mean? It's all come too soon for her. But now she's sort of finding her feet, and it's all going to come round. It's all going to be good, honestly.
She takes a mean powerbomb off the stage.
She does.
That she
I
certainly
wonder that she
does.
walked away from that. And also, we've got to mention her sort of backstory, which will make compelling viewing hopefully one day. She used to be in the Marines and all that malarkey. When that plays into the storylines,
It's going to be WWE Chronicle, that is, at some point, isn't it? You know, and a WrestleMania entrance with a lot of soldiers all up the ramp as she walks
and we'll
down.
hopefully learn about her just knacking Jerry the King Lawler after that line he said on the kickoff show last weekend at Hell in a Cell. I heard that line from him and I took that man and stuck that microphone up his behind.
It's like Lacey's here.
I know I'm very good at impressions.
He's excellent at
Hello,
impressions.
Jen.
you may hear a few more on WTF moments later on today.
Yes, for Friday Night SmackDown, the draft. Great. Anything for you to plug?
Oh, just nice to be here. Nice to be out of the house.
It is, isn't it?
It's nice to be out.
You know, especially when the nights are drawn in now, it's nice to get out, even though we're sat here at 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning.
And this is our first news video we've ever done together.
It's been a great success.
Honour
Put
and
it there,
privilege.
partner.
Love you, bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments below. You can follow us on Twitter at Cultaholic. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Cultaholic. And if you enjoy what we do here at Cultaholic, you can pledge to our Patreon page, patreon.com/Cultaholic. Hit subscribe and join us.